Yeah. If I love you, I want the best for you. And that's it, nothing less for you. Yeah.
And developing right now in Trenton, New Jersey, police say 4 people were shot, including a teenager.
Welcome back to another great episode of the Thevibes podcast. This is episode 60, a big episode. We got a special guest today. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, mic check 1 2 1 2. It's your man, B-I-G, double O to the H-big-O. Happy to be in the building today, you hear me?
Hey, man, I appreciate you for reaching out and wanting to be on the Thevibes podcast. That meant a lot to me.
Sure.
We've been rocking and rolling for, just for a little time, but we getting there. Let's jump right into it, man.
Let's do it.
Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's start off at the beginning. Where you from?
Yeah, I'm from Trenton, New Jersey, man. 30 minutes from the city, the capital of Jersey, Central Jersey, Trenton, New Jersey, West Trenton, Roger Gardens, Wilson Homes.
How was Trenton growing up for you?
Trenton is like any other inner city, poverty-stricken. You know what I'm saying? We did a lot of things, jumping off the porch, trying to find our way, trying to find out who we was. Lost a lot of friends growing up, you know what I mean? But it was a lot of good times too. The good times come with the bad times, but it's just, I'm at a point right now where I've been waving the flag for my city so long. It's just important to do podcasts like this and touch everything and just continue to rep the city and let them know that we're here.
Y'all hear that, artists?
I mean,
cut the bullshit out.
Yeah, do everything.
Podcast is the way.
Do everything. Touch everything.
You know what's so crazy is a lot of people don't even understand just to be on, let's just go back to radio. Like, if you really wasn't popping, nigga, you have to pay to get up there.
Yeah, you gotta do business.
You know what I'm saying?
It's music business.
And a lot of people just don't understand that. They think, and I feel as though now with artists now is like they make a good song, they think they bigger than the program.
Yeah, for sure.
The program made that.
But what people don't understand is that hot song fizzle out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But one thing people always remember and mindful of, people always remember how you treat them.
Yeah,
so that's why the promo run is so important, because guess what? If I touch all these podcasts, I touch all these platforms, do all these radio stations, when my situation go cold, I can still pick up the phone and call the people because they know I rock with them when I was having a moment.
Yeah.
So it's just, relationships is everything, man.
Man, I'm glad you said it, man.
For sure.
We got into this. What inspired you to get into music?
I was always around music growing up. My mom played a lot of music around the house, a lot of that soul music. My pop played a lot of music. My grandfather, bless his soul, played the violin. My played in the orchestra. My pop would play like Isaac Hayes and Barry White. My mom was playing Whitney Houston and Anita Baker and Luther Vandross. So I was always around it. You know what I mean? Music. I grew up amongst it.
Yeah. What's something from your childhood that you miss to this day?
Innocence. The innocence, bro. I miss the innocence, man. You know, the innocence. Once the innocence get taken, bro, you never get it back.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So just the pure imagination of being the child and the innocence, bro. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's heavy. And I didn't even think about that. That was a good answer.
Yeah.
When did you first realize, like, yeah, I got this music thing?
It was trial and error. It was a process. So coming up around my pop way, my man, Fresh Hunnits, his name was Lil D then. He was him. He was a young boy, but he was him. So I watched him and I was kind of motivated by him. And we used to write raps on my pop porch, and this was the time where you had to step into them ciphers, and if your shit wasn't right, the people would let you know. You know what I mean? So I had to go through a long period of it not being right. You know what I mean? Taking that walk of shame back to the crib.
Yo, that's
you know what I mean? But just
a lot of people don't talk about them times.
Yeah, you gotta. You know what I mean? We don't start on the upside. You gotta earn it. You know what I mean?
Groom
so yeah, definitely groom me though for sure.
What was the first project that you actually did and like realized like, yo, this is it for me?
The first project I put out was called The Growth of Big O. That was years and years and years ago. I was a kid. I've been doing this music shit since I was a kid. A project that was a turning point for me though, like, so I probably got over 30 projects out. A project that was a turning point for me in my career was 2 projects. One was Twin Towers project with my man Jimmy Wall Street. God bless his soul, from Philly. We did a project, me and Jimmy Wall Street, Ace McLeod and Don Cannon.
Yeah.
That was a turning point for me. And then I did a project with Don Cannon called God First, All I See Is the Money. That was a turning point for me. That was when I felt like I arrived. You know what I mean? stepping outside of my comfort zone. And I did a tape with Big Mike. Big Mike, that was a big joint. I had Gil on that joint. I had Meek on that joint. I had Sheik Lutz on that joint. That was a turning point for me, and that was 08.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, for sure.
How did you get the name Big Oo?
Big O, my government name is Umar. So I've been O since I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was given. You know what I mean? It wasn't made up. A lot of these niggas made up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was given. My name was Umar Abdul Alim, so everybody called me O since I was a kid. You know what I mean?
What part of music do you love the most?
The part of music I love the most, that's a tricky question. I love the process. I love being in the studio. I love hearing the dope beat, coming up with the ideas. I love going to the studio not knowing what I'm going to say, who I'm going to work with, and just putting it together right there on the spot. I love a creative. So I love that. I love that space of it. I hate the music business though. I feel like the music business is the devil. You understand what I'm saying?
What makes you say that though? Like,
cause it's just niggas that do anything for this shit. There's no honor in it. It's just like niggas that sell their mom out for this shit, bro.
Yeah.
Fame, validation, and money. But the things you see niggas do behind chasing this shit, bro, and they go through behind chasing this shit. It's just like you understand why a lot of religions tell you that the music is the devil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I love to create. I love the creative space, walking in the room like this, a producer putting the beat together, me hearing the verse, putting the hook together, and then leaving out of there with a complete record. Like that's a high for me.
I know you said like some of the like when you was growing up, your mom and them was playing certain songs, but like for you growing up, who was like one of your favorite artists?
Growing up for me, I think Biggie caught my eye early on.
I see that.
You know what I mean?
Like Big.
Yeah,
too.
like
that's crazy.
Early on, like that was like I cried when Biggie died, bro.
Yeah.
Like sat in front of the TV, Indian style and all that. Like I was crying, bro. You know, Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas, The Lox, Half a Mil, that Clue tape, that DJ Clue era, Cole Capone and Nori, Mobb Deep. You know what I mean? That vibe, that was my inspiration. That's what I still hold near and dear to me when I'm creating my music.
When you hit the studio, what's the vibe like for you? Like what's got to be a necessary for Big O to have in the studio?
As of lately, my whole career I've been doing late night sessions, a lot of overnight, a lot of late sessions. You know what I mean? 2, 3 in the morning. I'm at a point now where I want to do it like a job. I want to start subscribing to the studio Monday through Friday from like 10 to 6, 10 to 7, getting up out of there about 8 o'clock, getting back home at 9, put myself on a regimen. For me, it's just good people in there, a good engineer, number one.
Facts.
Less people as possible. I don't really do no crowded sessions. I hate that shit. I hate niggas talking while the music playing and distracting what we're supposed to be there for. This shit is work. You know what I mean? So I like as few people there as possible, a dope engineer, a good cameraman, and we gonna create. My personal question. I seen you in the studio with a bunch of guys just, I think it was like a week ago. Beans. Like, what was that experience like, letting them like sit there and actually listen to your music? Because, you know, Beans is highly respected in Philly. And I'm pretty sure in Trenton and, you know, wherever else. Because that was the trenches. Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what was that?
So a lot of times, right, access makes us lose the value in people, right? So the way we hold people in high regard when we can't really get around them, once we get around them, we start not seeing them in that same value because of accessibility, right? So I say that to say Beans been in my top 5 since I was a kid. We live by shit that nigga said. You understand what I'm saying? So having a relationship with him comes full circle, but every time I'm around him, I still let him know that. Like, yo, bro, you in my top 5. Like, I ain't just telling you that, nigga. I'm telling you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done did Best of Beanie Siegel tapes and all types of shit. You know what I mean? So it's a huge moment for me to have him pull up to my listening session to hear my project, and I hold him in high regard. And then have him call me 2-3 days later, like, yo, I'm riding to this joint, bro. This joint put me in my bag. Anything you need, I'm here. I'm shooting a movie, so I'm gonna have Beans in the movie as well. So
that's dope.
I'm shooting a movie around the project. So the movie is gonna be called Building 9. And that's like
I seen that. Yeah,
that's like it's gonna be like Streets Was Watching type vibes, belly type vibes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, but having people like
dope.
Beans in there and just people like, you know, I come up from that era where I used to rip the ads out the Source magazine and hang them on the wall.
Facts.
I used to have Beans posters on the wall.
I just was saying that.
You know what I mean? So
I don't want to give my shit up too much, man, but
that's a full circle moment for me.
they just told me don't do it. But we gonna talk off camera about that.
Yeah, word up. That's my twist, man. I fuck with Seagull Heavy.
Tell us about A New Day. What does that project mean to you?
So the project is Building 9, Apartment 3B. A New Day Co-op is my label, my production company.
Okay. Right? I'm sorry about that.
So no. A lot of people mistake it because they did A New Day so big on the cover. You know what I mean? But so A New Day Co-op has been my production company since like 07. Just as of recently, I've been signing artists and putting other artists out from underneath the production company. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's a production company. We get artists, produce a whole project on them, put it out, and that's just what I work on. That's my Rockefeller. That's my state property. That's my. You understand what I'm saying? So,
what does success look for you right now?
I feel like success for me is just about taking care of the people you love and being able to be there when those situations happen in life. That's just like where I'm at with it.
Okay.
I can take care of the people I love, and worst case scenario, the emergency situations happen, and I'm a phone call away, and I'm able to be there for them emergency situations. Then I know that's success to me. I ain't chasing like fame and all that shit is cute. That shit don't mean nothing at the end of the day. Fame and money and cars and that shit. That shit is about being there for the people you love, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm on.
What's one moment in your career that made you say, I'm really built for this shit?
Taking those losses. You got to be able to fight through them losses. Everybody be talking about the accolades.
Yeah.
It's them nights when you facing them losses and you on the verge of giving up and calling it quits, and you be like, I'm gonna keep going. You know what I mean? That'd be the key. Like it'd be like I could come up here and pop it and give y'all a list of accolades.
Yeah.
But the losses mean more because it's how I fought through them losses to get to them accolade after accolade. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the part of the story a lot of people try to skip. They try to skip from A to Z. Yeah. You got to go through the process, cuz.
What's so crazy is this. Like, bro, you just saying that gave me chills on my body because it's more so, I don't think this way, but this is how I looked at it as far as starting a podcast because of who I was out there. Like, yeah, I know niggas. I know that, you know what I'm saying? I can be able to do this and do that and do that. And then getting in the moments where as though it's like, all right, damn, I'm contacting these people, but it don't happen.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, fuck this shit, I already quit.
It's humble.
But it's like, no, wait, nigga. This is where it builds you. Because you had everything handed to you easy when it came.
You ain't gonna appreciate it.
Now I'm appreciating this shit way more.
And I tell niggas all the time, like with platforms, even if your phone heavy, like I got $1 million phone, right? I don't lean on niggas unless it makes sense for all parties involved. So like even with the podcast thing, right? You want to add value to what you're doing. Once you add value to what you're doing, you ain't gonna have to call niggas. They're gonna be calling you.
Yeah.
And that's just the game, and that's just what I take from everything in life. Add value to what you're doing, and you ain't gonna have to look for nobody. They're gonna be looking for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact.
And nah, bro, like this is another.
That's a fact, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hit you up.
Yeah, he hit me up, and I'm like, that shit made me excited.
Real shit.
It was like so many things, like, bro, this ain't. We'll get into it, but it's so much that's into this shit that a lot of people don't understand that know.
Yeah, what?
You know what I'm saying? Like this shit, bro.
Man.
This is a lot, bro. And it's like just taking it one day at a time, trying to figure it out, trying to figure new ways to pump your all the rhythm. That shit is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
but
it's time
I'm getting it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just taking my time at it. How do you feel about the state of hip hop right now?
Oh man, shit is in shambles, man. You know what I mean? But it's in shambles because there's no balance.
Okay.
Everybody is trying to do what everybody else doing. I just believe that you got to do what's good for you. I feel like this. My music might not be for everybody.
Fact.
So I feed it to the audiences for. You got some people got, restrictions and things they eat. Yo, I eat this, but I don't eat that. I eat this. It's the same shit with the music.
Yeah.
I might not like this, but I like that. So a nigga just gotta build their fan base and serve the people that fuck with you.
Yeah.
Whether it's 10 people, 10,000, or 10 million. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was just crazy because like a couple months ago, like I do artists all the time. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? Somebody might inspire me about their music. Some people don't. I mean, I still listen to, you know what I'm saying, music and stuff like that. And it was like, bro, the last artist that I actually did was K Gibbs. Yeah, and I wasn't even really put on to K Gibbs like that. So I could relate to that because I was coming from that. And then it was like now, when you hit me up and I start really digging in deep, it was like, bro, this nigga sound like big. But it sound like
a lot of people say
that music we need.
Yeah, word.
You know what I'm saying? We don't need all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's going on. Yeah, we need this good music,
bro. It needs to be a balance. I mean, for me, I just like when I go in the studio, I give niggas exactly what I'm going through, exactly where my mind at, and I give them like pure energy. I can't go in the studio right now, leave here and go do a club record. I ain't leaving the club. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm leaving from around my way. I'm like a sponge. I'm embodying everything going along in my day-to-day travels. Then I go to the studio and I spill it out. So it might be my situation, my man's situation, somebody I know. I might see something, whatever the case may be. But I'm inspired just by living. You know what I'm saying? So my music is a little bit different. I ain't doing that cliche shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, you just answered my other question. What separates Big Ooh from other artists?
I mean, it's personal for me. Mm-hmm. Like in my records, I'm talking about my nephew dying. I'm talking about my man dying. I'm talking about niggas going to jail. I'm talking about real friends I lost. I'm talking about us being 20 deep in pictures coming up and 2 of us alive. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about the projects. I'm talking about the good times, the bad times. So my music is really, like, if you know me, you'll understand my music way more. So that's why what I'm doing with this project, I'm doing a documentary. Mm-hmm. So the documentary is bringing the cameras around my way. Because everybody in Philly know me, but they know me from being in the studio. So it's different when people come home with you. You know what I mean? So they get a chance to see you and embody you as the person and who you are. I don't want to tell you who I am.
Facts.
I want to just be like, yo, pull up on me, cuz. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to take you to City Hall to see the mayor, and I'm going to take you to the projects. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I live that type of life, and I've been like that for years. Mm-hmm. But I got to show it to the people. I don't want speaking about yourself is super arrogant. Yeah. Like for me.
Yeah. No,
be up here like, yo, I'm him.
Yeah.
I
mean, we get that's what people want to see.
I do that in the studio.
But
I pop it in the studio. Yeah. And them 4 walls in the booth can't no nigga alive fuck with me. We gonna go at it and I'm gonna pop it to the maximum. But us in conversation, I'm not about to pat myself on the back and be like, yo, I'm this, that, and yo, let's pull up on me. You know what I mean? And give people the pure experience. So now when they listen to the music, they listen with a different area. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What's your message to the young people trying to get into the game?
Put your budget together. I think the most important part for a lot of artists is that I had to learn years and years. I tell people all the time, and I've been saying this in a lot of interviews, I ain't had no formula. I just never gave up. I got that from Nip. Like I really never had no formula as of lately. Mm-hmm. My structure came all these years later. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it was just me throwing shit against the wall, hoping something stick. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of times with artists, and creatives, we base so much on the talent. Yo, I'm hot. Mm-hmm. I can sing, I can rap, I can produce. I'm hot. Why they not fucking with me? And 9 times out of 10, it's because you're not doing the business. Yeah. You know what I mean? The biggest piece of this shit is the music business. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, fact.
Everybody wants to get compensated for their time, and if you can't compensate them, at least have the value to create the barter system. Mm-hmm. Where, you know, fair exchange ain't no rivalry. You know what I mean? So my advice to any artist is, before you do anything, man, put your budget together. Your rollout budget, your videos, your wardrobe budget. Get your songs, mix and master, make sure your artwork look like it's supposed to look. All this shit costs. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
that's what that's what I was basically saying. Like, nigga, like, it was a conversation that I was on another podcast and I had said something about, you know, artists paying. And, you know, it was a whole big conversation where why should the artist pay to be on these podcasts and this, that, and third? Because this is called marketing. Mm-hmm. This is called what you should be doing.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
gonna go to damn, I don't talk about 106 Park. You gonna go to Breakfast Club and all them people.
Yeah.
Like when you meet that status, but it's like, bro, y'all need to tighten up and get y'all, just like you said, a budget. A budget is the best thing to get. So in this segment we call This or That. We're gonna play a fun game. Just answer quick. You know, even if you want to elaborate, you can. What thing we got into? Studio nights or stage nights?
Oh, that's a good one. Studio nights.
Okay. Freestyle or written?
I don't do no writing, but I mean, I guess you would call it freestyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Old school beat or trap beat?
Old school beat.
I just,
At least some soulful shit.
yeah. Major deal or independent?
Whatever makes the most sense. If the major deal makes sense, we going major. If the independent situation makes sense, because we gotta understand is a lot of the independent artists are still backed by somebody. They're not fully doing this shit out of pocket.
Yeah.
They backed by somebody, so it's still business being done.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of what makes sense for your situation.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Philly. Oh yeah. Philly cheesesteak or Trenton burgers?
Hell, some bullshit. They go grind the fuck up. I gotta go Philly cheesesteak. Shout out to my nigga Garcia, man, Carter's. You know what I mean? They got
Definitely
some
shout.
fire.
I gotta get
you
down
hear me?
there.
Oh, they got some fire, you hear me?
Money or respect?
Respect all day. Anybody can get some money and a fucking nut can get some paper.
Definitely right.
Respect all day.
Club vibes or real lyrics?
Real lyrics. Hands down.
Hoodie season or summertime grind?
Hoodie season.
We're gonna get back to questions. What's someone you love to work with next?
Rick Ross. I feel like me and Ross, will put some shit together. I feel like niggas been keeping me away from Ross. I'm gonna keep it real.
I ain't gonna lie.
Me and Ross will
that'll
put
be a good
together some
collab, though.
shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
It's the balance that y'all both bring.
Yeah, I think me and Ross.
No, like we just met, no digging, but I pay attention to shit.
Yeah.
It's the level.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? The money don't really.
Yeah.
It's just the level of intelligence.
Yeah, word.
The level of putting business together.
Yeah, how nigga carry it.
How you carry it.
Yeah.
Like it's there, bro. And I see it in your future, bro.
Yeah,
And I see that y'all got something with Ross or something like that.
Yeah, I got a party Black Friday, myself, Razor Sharp Barbershop, Hustle King, Island Dreams. We're bringing Rick Ross to the city. At Cooper's, Trenton, New Jersey, Black Friday. That's gonna be a movie, but I mean that's business. But I'm saying like on some music shit,
different.
I feel like it's
gonna be a moment, bro.
Yeah, we gonna. It's gonna come a time where I'm gonna get a chance to play in some shit, and it's gonna be God gonna enter the room. You know what I mean?
Facts. What's one thing people misunderstand about you?
Everybody think I be on some super laid back shit. My man just it's crazy because Donald Trump just called me this morning and Mike Knight just called me the other
Trump
day.
and Mike Knight.
And they like, yeah, man, yo, bro, you be on some cool shit. I'm like, nah, I don't. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be on no fake cool shit. This is how I am. But a lot of people got that misconception of me. If I don't know you, I don't really do too much talking. I'm super observant. I'm watching the room. I'm watching everything moving.
Everything moving.
You know what I mean? But if I know you, I'm a totally different person.
But I'm chill though. It's not like
like it ain't on no anti-social shit. But I'm just there's so much weird shit going on. You just gotta be aware of what you're around. And
even them niggas that you think is cool,
that niggas be stone cold suckers. You know what I mean? Real shit. But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. Other than that, I'm regular. I'm a cool nigga.
Outside of music, what keeps you grounded?
Outside of music, what keeps me great? That's a great question. Just going back to where I'm from. I think that's just the goal be to make it and get away from the hood, right? Mm-hmm. I don't stay around my way no more, but just going around, they keep me grounded because you just remember those times where you was at certain times in life, you know what I mean? Just let you know you still got people that's fighting through them struggles, and we all fighting different struggles, but they say different, what is it, different devils, different levels or some shit like that. Like, so the struggle changes as we grow in life, you know what I'm saying? So the struggle that once was might not be my same struggle today, but it's still a struggle.
Still a struggle.
You know what I mean? So going around the way just keep me grounded, being amongst my people keep me grounded. And I'm Muslim, so it's just, you know, that's just built on humility and being humble. You know what I mean? So that's just how I carry it, period. And I think that's why I'm not so braggadocious in the interviews or really popping in the interviews the way I really could, because that's not my character. You know what I mean? But when it's time to walk in them four walls in that studio, you're going to go to the extreme. You hear me?
Let's get one thing fucking clear right now.
For sure.
Emotion speaks for itself.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You know, repeat something that somebody said. Just because you see niggas with emotion on Instagram don't mean that they, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, come on.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the, you know, the level of people that I've seen myself that you've been around and connecting with. Yeah. And not just meeting, you always knew these people.
Yeah, no, it's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So that's different. But definitely, the motion definitely showing, bro. And then, you know, I wish you nothing but success.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man.
What's the biggest goal for 2026?
For 2026 is just to level up, build the audience, get this merch moving, create. You know, I say, like, if you can't put it on the plate or put it in the bank, you ain't doing nothing. So a lot of niggas be gauging shit off followers and all that, but the followers can be brought, the streams can be brought. Hard ticket sales gonna tell you where you at. That merch gonna tell you where you at. You feel what I'm saying? You can't sell 10 hoodies, nigga. You got some work to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just about building that fan base. Building that fan base, maintaining that fan base, and constantly serving them. Because people, you know, the mind is, everything is microwavable. So you got to stay in people's face. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
that's just where I'm at. And putting out other artists, producing for other artists, writing for other artists.
Okay.
That's a big goal of mine too.
What's next for Big O? What should fans be watching out for next?
Well, October 9th for my man Y'all birthday, I just dropped Building 9, Apartment 3B, produced by Amazing P. It's a 3-part series, 3 records. The next version drops Thanksgiving.
Okay.
It's 3 floors in my project, so this is gonna be a 3-part series. That's why it's 3 records on that joint. You know what I mean? So the next joint drops Thanksgiving. The next joint after that drops Christmas. January 2006, I'm dropping the Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama, featuring Benny the Butcher, Fat Joe, Jordan, Jim Jones.
Benny the Butcher.
Who else? Core, Gilly, Wallow. This is an all-star situation. I'm trying to get that Ross joint. I'm trying to get Meek on that joint too. But so, just using this 3-part series, this Building 9 series, to build up my awareness. I was quiet for a minute, just let them know I'm back outside, build up my content, then I'm gonna drop the bomb on top of the year. Everything strategic.
Yeah, Benny the Butcher, we looking for you next, bro.
Yeah, Benny, what's up, my nigga?
My man Cheesy Bread Rock, we had him on the interview. You know, he fucking with them heavy.
Right, that's fine.
What's one piece of advice you can give to your younger self?
Damn. One piece of advice I could give to my younger self, great question.
Hey, man, we trying to bring it over here.
All these niggas ain't for you, man. All these niggas ain't for you. Don't use that word friend so loosely, man. These niggas don't be friends, man. They just be around, bro. You know what I mean? They just don't be friends, bro. For real. If I could speak to my younger self, I wouldn't have gave the streets so much time and so much energy, and I would have been on the right shit way earlier. You understand what I'm saying? We pour so much energy into the streets and doing the wrong shit that by the time it come around, you so far you in your later stages in life trying to get your business in affairs, your affairs in order. Shit that you should have been had in order. You know what I mean? Giving the wrong shit all that time. But yeah, if I could talk to my younger self, man, I'd say, man, watch these niggas, man, because they ain't friends. A lot of these niggas is just around, bro.
Bro, I'm so excited that we didn't cancel this.
Nah, hell no.
I needed everything you saying, bro.
I love, bro.
And I ain't even doing that shit for the camera.
Yeah, no.
I'm being honest with you.
Love.
If you could talk to your fans directly right now, what would you say to them?
First of all, I would say thank you for supporting me on this journey, because it's a marathon. This shit ain't no sprint, bro. I'm 20 plus years in this shit, you know what I mean? Number one, because I tell people all the time, people don't gotta fuck with you.
Yeah.
So the fact that people even care to still listen to my music after all these years, or to still know what I got going on, or want to buy the hoodies or the t-shirts, thank you first and foremost. Be on the lookout. I just dropped October 9th. I'm dropping again Thanksgiving. I'm dropping again Christmas. Then we coming right back at them first quarter.
Doubling.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Big Ooh and Friends concert getting ready to be announced. Shout to hip hop since 1987. Shout to Ace McLeod. And we just grinding, man. I appreciate all the supporters, old and new. And just know we just getting started, man. I'm just really, I'm all the way in my bag. You know what I mean? I got a lot of shit on the way for sure.
Facts. Well, where can people find you and follow you online?
Follow me on IG, BIGOOH, Big O, BIGOOH, YouTube.com, Big O TV. I think Twitter called X now, BIGOOH.
Shit weird.
Yeah, Facebook, Slicky Jones. Just type in BIGOOH and it'll all pop up. I'm around like a circle, you hear me?
Do you have any final words or anything that you might have think that I forgot to ask you or talk about? This is all you right now.
Hey, yo, man, I want to thank y'all first and foremost for having me. Building 9 Apartment 3B is out now, produced by Amazing P on all platforms. The hard copies, the vinyl, and the merch is on the way. Be on the lookout for the visuals in the short film, directed by Chop Mosley. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with me, new, fucking with me, old, been fucking with me. We just getting started, bro. Anytime they count me out, I pop up with another W on these suckers. You hear me?
Yeah.
Real shit. And that's just what I'm on, man. I appreciate y'all having me.
No, we appreciate you. And we, like, this was a eye-opener pod for me today, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You said a lot of things that actually touched me and woke me up to want to do a little bit better than what I got going on. And we appreciate you for coming on. You always welcome on the Vibes Podcast.
Thank you, man.
Just hit us up. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on, we will support.
I appreciate that.
Anything that you know what I'm saying, need from us. This ain't no camera shit, because off camera, I'm going to tell you the same thing.
Word.
It's nothing but love here. Yeah, make sure y'all like, subscribe, follow the Vibes Podcast.
Yeah.
And make sure y'all follow Big O.
For sure.
And, y'all know the vibes. Until next time, episode 60.
Slick.